Hi everyone, well this is episode 8. I've pre-recorded the info on the same time as I did episode 7, but it's all about the trains that I was connected with before I went up north from Christchurch. So you'll see the train museum just south of Christchurch. You'll see me on a train at Ferrymead in the cabin. And my father was the fireman on that train in 1960 when it was festival week in Dunedin. And then, what else? Oh, the train place before Christchurch, there's an engine there that my grandfather was the driver on in the 1950s. So that was really exciting to see that. And we went to Springfield where I wasn't born in Springfield, but I lived in Springfield. My mother was pregnant in Springfield and I was born next door sort of thing. And you'll get to see the train track and a couple of goods trains. It was really cool, really cool. It was meant to be, because my father was on the goods trains up there at Springfield in the 50s and early 50s. I'm a bit puffed here, trying to get everything said before people turn up. What else? Yeah, at Ferrymead it was quite cool. I'll do the whole Ferrymead thing in the one video, the train ride, because they have a market night there. Anyway, do you like the view? Very sad that the water level's so low. We are the end of April and we've had no rain for 6 months, more than 6 months now. Expecting some on the 2nd of May. Whether that will happen or not, I don't know, but we're expecting 4 days of rain. So these lakes are getting a bit dry from for the wildlife. So it's a bit noisy here, but there's no swans that I can see, and all the other noisy birds have left. So anyway, we will catch you again, and I hope you enjoy this video, because I did. I enjoyed the whole train thing. Okay, see yous. That must be the train engine shed there. Not really supposed to be in here, but yeah, this one's from Washington. This is the sort of thing Dad used to do, fire coal into the fireplace. JA 126B.
Just keep it still going, it's still going.
Is it? Yeah.
Bring it out.
Yeah, on the open days and
Yeah, open
get
days.
it going.
So where was this one stored at? Driven it? Down south, Dunedin.
Yeah.
Most of them were from that, but they just stayed down the South Island to the last.
Yeah,
I came to the
Dunedin.
North Island and I can remember them. We got a couple up at some at Te Awamutu.
Yeah.
We stored them there, and that was on the delivery run from the South Island. They came all the way up to Te Awamutu.
Yeah.
There's still a couple of them going. I've been on a couple up at Steam Inc. out of Paikapa.
Oh, yeah.
After popping into the Plains Museum at Tynwald, which is where this is recorded, we furthered our train journey to Springfield, where I lived for the first few months of my life. I say 18 months there because 9 months was inside my mother's womb while we were living there. Trains are in my blood. The sound, the smells, the clickety-clack on the tracks, the steam noises, the tooting of the horn my father used to do every day. I have found an old map showing the layout of Springfield and all the connecting lines to it. It even has the railway house my parents and I lived in for a time before going back to Timaru and heading south to Dunedin. You'll get to see 2 goods trains passing through while we were there. It was very exciting. Here we are at Springfield Railway Station.
The rail depot was moved to this site in 1923.
Okay, so where's the shunting shed? Is there a picture of it? The first station built in 1980 was in the centre of town. The rail depot was moved to this site in 1923. This is a place Dad would have known and worked around. Yes, we're open, I doubt it. So I'm currently walking along in the footsteps of my father, because he worked out of Springfield, which is where we are, and I used to live alongside this track. So we're trying to establish where the shunting shed was, and that's not it there. But that's been here a long time. Oh, look, David, a train! Fancy being here when a train came through. This is so cool. This train would have come from Greymouth. Ah, he's going to stop. It's starting off again. No. Just stopping. Got 2 trains. And this one's going. So here I am at Springfield, where I spent the first 18 months of my life living beside the tracks over there. This is really cool. We just had 2 goods trains go through. Exciting. There's my brother over there and his wife. So Dad worked on these. He used to go from here to Otera on the passenger trains. He was fireman. And we lived, you will see soon, we lived right about there. So this is very exciting because I've never been here, stopped here since. So, brought tears to my eyes. Just walking down to see what this carriage is all about. Won't be able to get in behind the fence though. Gosh, that's old. Wow, very old. Tyree Gorge Railway, what's it doing up here? Oops, we got some sheep. Ah, doe. My father was the fireman on this in 1960 in Dunedin, and my grandfather, I found out recently, had been driving it in South Canterbury for a number of years before 1960. I've posted an obituary notice which has got his story connected to the Peveril. So hope you enjoy this. I was really excited to be going on the train. I went in the cab for a little while, so you'll see how excited I was to be in it, just knowing that my father had stood on that footplate and my grandfather had stood on that footplate many, many times. So yes, thank you.
It's probably not very often that they get a family member of someone who actually used to work on this train come through, so...
The engine towing this train is the one my father was farming on in 1959, 1960. You'll actually need to pause the screen to read my grandfather's story. And while you're watching me on the train ride, listen to David, the president of the Canterbury Railway Society, telling me some of the history of the Peveril. Sorry, I've got that wrong again. The Peveril. Who'd have thought that it would be at least 150 years old at least when I went on it. I just want to say thank you to David for allowing me to go in the cab. It was very exciting. Thank you so much. Hi. Right.
Jump on up.
You're right. Yep. Where will I stand? In the middle?
Yep, smack bang in the centre.
Is there anything I can hold on to that might?
No, so.
Alright. That's good.
That's better. Yeah.
This is really exciting, you know.
It was only in Dunedin for a week. It wasn't
Really?
there for long. It was there for.
Did you see the photos?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I ran a number of trips for exhibition week, show week, something in that early part of 1960. I ran for that week or so.
Okay.
From Dunedin out to Port Chalmers, some Dunedin Soys Bay trips. And then it ran a big trip, Dunedin up to Hinder, up to Macquarie Gorge. Yeah. And that took 10 hours. It broke down and didn't go well at all.
But Dad was always on the big steam engines.
Yeah,
and I think I found one at the Planes Museum the other day.
Yeah,
The one
that would have been
1260?
Actually was a
1952.
That was a parachute engine. And it would have gone as far as Oamaru.
My grandfather would have been the driver on that because he drove from Timaru to Oamaru twice a year. Dad was the Dunedin lot. Yeah. In Springfield.
Oh yeah.
Went to Springfield and looked at all the train tracks. I lived up there for 18 months. Yeah.
We did a train grass for a fine. Excellent.
Oops, left them behind. But still, just seeing what he did, you know, getting the feel of what he did is really cool.
Yeah, cold. Yeah.
Oh,
Real
wow.
deal. Low
Yeah.
speed. Low speed. Points are across.
Wow.
Chuck the fire on the getting up to the platform might be a problem. Might have to go all the way to Morehouse. Yeah, we'll wrangle it. We'll make it work. Just going to chuck a little bit on. You'll find we are. Well, come across this way if you want. That not seeing almost as equalising valves. Thank you, sir. That might need a little bit of a fright. That's alright, we can do one of those. Yeah.
So you bring this out every month?
Yeah, sometimes more, sometimes less. Yeah. Depends what's happening. Let's go get it. You're fine, you're fine.
I was thinking the fact that it was only used in Dunedin for a week, Dad would have been proud to get his photo taken with it.
Yes.
That's why there were so
It was
many
an
photos.
unusual. It was unusual to have an engine of this age down there.
Well, how old was it then?
90,
Wow. So that's 70 years.
nearly 90.
That blew me eardrums.
Nearly 90.
Wow. So 60.
But built 1872.
Okay.
It would have been 88. Right away. Right away. Down aboard. And the water's gone. Steamer to go backward. Spin around if you want.
Oh.
Bobbing around the bottom. Fine.
Thanks for this. I'm really excited, I tell you.
Medium spinner, just flat belt train. Oh, we turn around, can't see it, it's not a problem. Seems to be drinking oil. Oil's good. Alarms are on, crossing clear, and green, clear, green.
coming up in the photos part, there's a couple of photos of my father on the Peveril in Dunedin in 1960 when it was 90 years old at that stage. So I feel quite honoured that 60 years later, or 60 years plus later, I was able to stand in the cab, and the engine, was 150 years old at least. So that's quite a big achievement for me to be able to do that. Thank you.